Hey y'all, I'm Hanny, XOXO, and welcome to, or back to, my channel. Hi, hello, and welcome. If you're new here, again, I'm Hanny, and I like to crochet cute things and share them with y'all, and also sometimes run a crochet business and actually attend markets when life isn't getting in the way, which lately it has been. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. I actually already made a video talking about all that craziness last week, so definitely go check that one out if you haven't already and want a little bit of a catch-up of everything that's been going on around here. As for today, I'm needing to do some yarn shopping and thought it would be so fun to do it all together, since shopping is always more fun when you have friends there to enable you to purchase, you know what I mean? But for real, y'all, today's yarn shopping is actually a bit more serious because, and if y'all are chronically online, especially in the crochet fiber art corner of the internet, you'll surely already know this news, but let me just paint this picture for y'all, okay? Sit back, relax, get your crochet on while I paint y'all this beautiful picture. So I'm relaxing in bed with my fiance, all snuggled up. We have the Winter Olympics on, having a great night, and I'm like, you know what? I'm having such a good night. I'm gonna go visit my favorite website, premieryarns.com. Of course, I go ahead on there, I type in my favorite type of yarn, Parfait Chunky, and the shock in my face, y'all, when I see this listing pop up. Excuse me, you're selling a bag of 3 skeins of Parfait Chunky and it's on clearance? Immediate red flags. Immediately. And okay, don't get me wrong, y'all know I love a steal of a deal. I love a clearance, love a sale. However, whenever I see this like clearancing out items, putting it on a bundle deal, to me, that means they're trying to move this product out. And okay, I know that I always talk about my biotech background and whatever, but y'all, little tangent here, but I actually did study marketing in school as well. I was actually so passionate about it that I was chosen to become a marketing TA, even though I was a biotech major, and the professor who I worked under was so amazing and always encouraging me to pursue more, and I actually really was thinking about going after my MBA. Honestly, still kind of am considering going after my MBA sometime in the future and like really becoming a real businesswoman. But tangent aside, the point being is I don't know if that marketing background just makes me hyper aware of this clearance bundle type deal. But I just immediately, my heart sank because I knew that this meant they're getting rid of some Parfait Chunky colors. They're trying to move that product out, and they are not gonna restock it, y'all. And sure enough, I ran to Instagram and Premier did post this saying that basically they're having to move out some of the old Parfait Chunky colors to make room for the new Parfait Chunky colors that they did recently release. And so, of course, I had to go and really investigate this listing now, because before I just kind of saw it and like my heart sank a little bit, but I was like, hopefully it's not a big deal. But after this post confirmed my worst nightmares were coming true, I had to go do my research, see which colors they're getting rid of, and I was like, surely it won't be any of my favorite colors, right? Right? When I tell y'all, this news ruined my whole night. I just shouldn't have looked it up. It just destroyed the night, honestly. Like, why, Premier, why? Not only are my top 2 most favorite shades of Parfait Chunky going away. But honestly, most of the colors on that list of discontinued Parfait Chunky colors are all ones that I absolutely love and that I use frequently. And I'm honestly so devastated. I just can't believe this is happening. So that is why today is going to be a bit more of a serious yarn shopping session, because we're gonna be panic buying discontinued Parfait Chunky. And let me just say right now, this is in no way me encouraging y'all to go out and start over consuming and just panic buying a bunch of all kinds of different yarns. No, okay? Again, these are some of my absolute favorite colors of yarn that I use almost every single day. When I'm in market prep mode, I definitely use these colors every single day. And if I don't purchase them now, I might never be able to purchase them again. I do want to say that I do totally understand where Premier is coming from with this. I'm not mad at Premier or anything like that. Again, with my marketing background and also just as someone who like runs my own small business, totally get how it is. You can't just keep making new product and not retiring the old product. So totally understand why Premier is having to do this. But, you know, at the same time, if someone from Premier does happen to stumble across this little video and starts, you know, feeling bad that we're losing all of our favorite Parfait Chunky colors, then, you know, just maybe if you might want to fight to keep them around, that would be cool, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm totally kidding, of course. I mean, you know, unless, you know, I have my laptop here with me, and I thought that we could go through each of the colorways that Premier is unfortunately getting rid of. And if I've used that color before, I will, of course, let y'all know. If I do have a skein on hand or a like plushie that I've made using that colorway, I'll show you that as well so you can see how it looks on camera. I'll also let y'all know, like, in my opinion, how it looks in person compared to on the website, because I just know me personally, I always struggle with that, making sure that I get the color that I'm wanting. And then lastly, I will let y'all know which of these colors on the discontinued list are also on my favorite Parfait Chunky colors list, because yes, I do have a list of all of my favorite Parfait Chunky colors. I actually made the list because I'm making a 2026 temperature snake. If you're like, WTF is a temperature snake, make sure to check out the video I posted last week. Go to the chapter called Temperature Snake, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. But I was planning to use all my favorite colors of Parfait Chunky to make my temperature snake, which, if you do know about the temperature snakes, they take all year to make. So I gotta make sure I'm stocked up in all those colors. And of course, a lot of those colors are getting discontinued. So let's get right into it, y'all. Just taking a sneak peek, I'm also so sad because I totally forgot. Not only are my two favorite shades of Parfait Chunky getting discontinued, but also, y'all, spoiler alert, but my absolute favorite Parfait Chunky color combo is getting discontinued. I'm very upset about it. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it, but at least we get to panic buy some right now, so we can look forward to that. So let's get to. I'll be adding yarn to my cart as we go through each of these colorways. Feel free to join along if you'd like. Today is February the 19th, and I believe that all the discontinued colorways are still available, all in bundles of 3 for 10 USD. Of course, I'm not sure how long that will last for, so get it while you can. The first colorway is Very Berry, and I actually don't believe that I've ever used this color before. thankfully, because that means that I just have no stake in it. But it is a very pretty shade of red. It's almost like a pinky purplish red, kind of, it looks like on the website. Kind of like if I like literally took the frozen bag of berries out of my freezer and blended them up right now, it'd probably be something like this color, which makes sense for very berry. So definitely, if you're a very berry lover, make sure to grab you a bundle right now before they're gone forever. Me personally, I am not going to be adding this to my cart simply because, again, I've never tried it before and I would hate for it to arrive and then I do end up falling in love with it, but then I can never like buy it again. That would really suck. So I'm not going to purchase it. I also just know already that on this list are so many of my other Parfait Chunky favorite colors, and you know, I don't want to spend too much. I will say I did warn my sugar mama before this. I said I'm gonna have to put in a big yarn order. They're getting rid of my favorite yarn, and she said, I believe in you, do what you gotta do. But y'all know how I am. I'm really not in the business of over-consuming or overspending on yarn. So I'll just be purchasing what I need. But yes, this is your final warning. Very berry lovers, make sure you go get your very berry before it is gone forever. And the next discontinued colorway that we have is Dusty Mauve. I have actually never used this color before either, thankfully. Don't worry though, y'all. I was not clickbaiting y'all. My favorite colors are gonna come up later and there could be a crash out, so definitely still stay tuned. But thankfully, never used Dusty Mauve before. It is a very stunning color. It truly is what it is, like a dusty mauve, dusty rose, but kind of purplish color. Very pretty. I'm honestly shocked that I've never ordered this color before. I literally had to go back through like all of my Premier orders just to make sure that I've never ordered this before, because this kind of color is seriously right up my alley. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And that's actually the reason why I'm not going to be adding it to my cart, because very similar to Very Berry, I can totally see myself getting this color and just falling in love with it and then being so sad that I could never purchase it again. So for that reason, I will not be purchasing Dusty Mauve. But again, if you're out there and needing Dusty Mauve, please go get you a bundle before it's gone. And on to the next discontinued colorway of Parfait Chunky. And this is definitely when I'm gonna start getting sad, y'all, because this color is on my list of favorite Parfait Chunky colors. It is Orchid. I love Orchid. It is such a beautiful color. Let me show y'all. I have a skein with me here. Hopefully y'all will be able to see it. I can't see anything I'm filming, so hopefully I'm holding it up to the camera for y'all. But this is what the color looks like on camera. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. In my opinion, it does appear less red, I suppose, and more purple looking at it in person compared to how it looks on the website. The reason why I honestly love this color so much is because my favorite color growing up was magenta, and I just think this is the most perfect shade of magenta. I'm not kidding y'all, I loved magenta so much. I remember going to New York as a kid and making my mom go shopping around in every single one of the little gift shops with me because I needed to have one of those I love New York shirts, but it had to be magenta because magenta was my favorite color. And I just always think back to then and thinking of how much I would have loved this color back then. And of course, I still love it now as well. I just think it's absolutely stunning. You guys can get like a little sneak peek of my temperature snake that I kind of sort of gave up on. Don't worry, I'll be completing him later on, but you can kind of see the orchid in there and how great it looks with all the other shades of purple as well. It's just absolutely beautiful. I actually don't have any completed projects on hand using Orchid because they all sold, y'all. They all sold. Anything I make in this color always sells so well at markets. And I mean, seriously, as much as I would want to gatekeep, you know, all of my fave Parfait Chunky colors, y'all need to know this info too. Definitely go grab a bundle of Orchid. It's just such a beautiful color, not only to me, but also to everyone at markets as well. The next color on the discontinued list is Plum, and this is again one of those colors that I've never used before. It's a very dark red. I can't really tell if it's almost purpley, maybe has some hints of purple in there, but again, I've never used it before, and I'm trying not to purchase any yarn that I've never used before in fear of falling in love with it. So I will not be adding any Plum to my cart, but for all of you out there who are wanting to try out Plum or needing it for a project, definitely go get it while you can. The next colorway is Espresso. And I know that a lot of people really do love this colorway. So if you're one of those people, definitely make sure that you go grab yourself a bundle. But I, again, somehow, some way, have never used this color before. And I honestly don't know how, because I could have sworn that I've used every single shade of brown, of Parfait Chunky brown that there is, and you'll know that too if you've watched my other yarn haul and shopping videos. I've always made it a point to purchase as many browns and other neutral shades as I can, since those are the ones that I use the most, and I like to have a lot of different variations of them. But somehow, some way, never used Espresso. Very happy about it though, because again, will not be adding to my cart because I cannot deal with the heartbreak of falling in love with yarn and then not being able to buy it again. And the next colorway that Premier is getting rid of is Pale Blue. I actually recently purchased this colorway for the first time back in October, and honestly, I wish I hadn't because I kind of do love this color. Here is what a skein of it looks like. I'm so sorry, by the way, y'all, that all of my skeins of yarn are so crazy right now, but at least you can see what the color looks like. I do feel like it looks extremely similar to the color on the website. Honestly, I would even go as far as to say that they're identical to each other, which is always great when it comes to yarn listings. You want the colors to be identical. I also have this little mermaid right here to show y'all, where I used the pale blue for her tail so that y'all can see what it looks like all worked up. It's actually a popping mermaid. This is a pattern by Cable and Canvas. Love all the Cable and Canvas patterns. And I will also, as always, have all of the plushie patterns linked down below as well in case y'all want to make one of these plushies for yourself. But I actually did get this color to be a like kind of periwinkle color. I was in need of periwinkle, and for some reason Parfait Chunky doesn't have a periwinkle shade, even though the Chenille Brights Basics, whatever it's called, that one has a periwinkle shade. So I don't know what's up with that, but this, honestly, for me, in my opinion, this is a great periwinkle color. I think it does the job fantastically if you are in need of a sort of periwinkle. It's not 100% periwinkle, but super close to it. So highly recommend go get yourself a skein of pale blue. This is on my list of favorite Parfait Chunky colors, so of course I'll be adding a skein, or 3 skeins, I suppose, a bundle to my cart. I can't deal with this, y'all. I can't. We're getting into some of the heavy hitters right now. Remember when I told y'all that my 2 favorite shades of Parfait Chunky are getting discontinued? Well, this is the first one. First, we have Seaglass. And I'm not trying to be dramatic, but when I saw that this color was getting discontinued, I literally felt sick, y'all. I did. I can't even lie because I absolutely love this color. It works good for so many different plushies. It's absolutely stunning, beautiful, amazing. I am obsessed with this color. Let me show y'all the skein that I have. Look at how beautiful it is. It is just such a pretty shade of like a dark mint almost. It honestly, to me, looks more green in person than it does on the website. It looks a little more blue on the website. Let me actually show y'all because I feel like I said, this does look like a dark mint. Let me show y'all what it looks like up next to the mint, so y'all can kind of see. It's literally just like a little bit of a darker shade of this mint color. And one of my favorite things to use this yarn for is blue axolotls. I have one right here. And isn't he just so adorable? Like, I just don't know what I'm gonna do because I love this color so much. I'm also planning to make a semi-large plushie using Seaglass, so I'll know I definitely need to buy at least 1 bundle of it. But y'all, it's so hard because axolotls, just to make like 5 axolotls, it takes me about a skein of Seaglass, I would say, or whatever kind of yarn I'm using. So it's just hard. I literally need a lifetime supply of Seaglass just to make axolotls, but like, I'm not rich enough for that, so I'm for sure gonna have to find an alternative color eventually. But I'm just disappointed. But for sure, let me actually right now, I need to add this to my cart now, girl. Add that bundle to cart. We might have to add another one to the cart too, but again, y'all know I'm always on a budget, always a budgeting queen. So we'll see at the end if I still need to spend more money to get free shipping. We will be adding another bundle of Seaglass to the cart because that one is the one that really tears me apart. I'm so sad about it. And unfortunately, it's a double hitter, y'all, because the next color on this list, my other favorite Parfait Chunky ultimate favorite colorway that there is, I literally, like, I don't even want to say it out loud. It makes me feel ill seeing it on this list. I want them to take it off. I hate that it's here. It's Pink Lemonade. I love this color so much. I'm so mad because, y'all, not only are my blue axolotls getting taken away from me, but now my pink ones are as well. I can't believe they would do this. I mean, again, I know that Premier's gotta do what they gotta do, but taking away both Seaglass and Pink Lemonade is just so crazy. Like, I just don't know what I'm gonna do now, y'all. Let me pull up this skein. Here is what a skein of Pink Lemonade looks like up close. I will say, in person, it definitely looks much more vibrant than it does on the website, which personally I absolutely love. I love a vibrant yarn. I will say this is definitely, as you can tell, a very much used up skein of Pink Lemonade. So I definitely need to get more of it. If you haven't already been able to tell as well, just based on my overall reaction of losing this yarn, of course, I will be adding a bundle of it to my cart. If not, possibly 2 bundles. We'll still have to see. Let me grab little axolotl again to show y'all, just because I really do love this colorway. I adore it so much. Oh, I'm so sad that we're gonna be losing Pink Lemonade. The good news is that this darker accent color is hibiscus, and this color is still available. It is not getting discontinued as far as I'm aware, as far as I can tell from the website. So thankfully we will still have hibiscus, but Pink Lemonade is going away. So sad about it, because again, this is one of my absolute favorite color combos. Highly recommend that if you do decide to grab yourself a bundle of the Pink Lemonade, that you also grab a skein or 2 of the hibiscus, because again, look at the color combo. It's just absolutely perfect. My absolute favorite pink like color combo. And y'all, like, I promise I'm not sponsored by Premier or anything. I'm not gonna make money off of your purchases. I'm not even an affiliate. Obviously, again, if someone from Premier is listening out there and they are, you know, wanting to hit me up about a sponsorship, I absolutely love Premier yarn, use it daily. I'm already out here happily, confidently promoting the product because I love it so much. So, you know, feel free. But no, you guys, in all seriousness, I just want to share these color combos with y'all, because I know when I started out as a market noob, it was such a struggle for me to try to figure out which colors sold well at markets, which color combos were good. Sometimes it was hard to just tell by looking on the website. I literally was having to buy like 1 skein of every single colorway that I could afford, basically, just to test out all the different colors. And these axolotl with the Pink Lemonade bodies and the hibiscus accents have sold out at every single market that I've taken them to, and I take at least 5 of these to every market. I just try to make as many as I can, but minimum 5, and y'all, they have always sold out. These are one of my absolute top sellers, so hopefully some of these tips can help y'all as well. Unfortunately, again, they are getting rid of the Pink Lemonade, but, you know, get your last minute little pink axolotls in with the Pink Lemonade and the hibiscus. And the next colorway that's getting discontinued is Peacock. And honestly, this is another color that I've never used before. It is a very beautiful shade of blue, almost a dark teal turquoise sort of vibe. I feel like I definitely would have loved to try out this color, but I'm also thankful that I never tried it out, because again, that's why I won't be adding it to my cart, because this is a really pretty color and I would be scared of falling in love with it and then being sad that I could never purchase it again. But of course, for all my Peacock lovers out there, make sure to go grab yourself a bundle before it's gone forever. And the next colorway that we are unfortunately losing is Rose. And while this color is not as detrimental of a loss to me as the Seaglass and the Pink Lemonade, I am still really sad about it, because I really do love this color. I'm definitely going to be adding some to my cart right now before I forget, because this yarn is on my list of favorite colors. And let me show y'all what a skein of it looks like on camera. It's just this really pretty pale pink color. I just really love it. I think it's super elegant. It honestly, to me, looks almost pretty much identical to the way that it does on the website, which again, that is fantastic. I actually showed Rose earlier when I showed this little mermaid. It's her bikini color. I used the rose for the top and then again the pale blue for the tail. I feel like those colors pair really nicely together. unfortunately, we're losing them both. I also made this mermaid that has a completely rose tail so that you can see the rose a little bit better there. And for this mermaid, I paired the rose tail with a mint bikini top. I feel like that color combo also looks super cute together, and luckily the mint is staying around, so you can always try out a few color combos before they're gone forever. And next we have Cloudy Day, which is another color that I have thankfully never used before. It is a very pretty color, and to be so honest, I know I've said this about a lot of colors, but this one specifically, I have truly wanted to try it out for so long. I've always added it to my cart and then deleted it, added it to the cart and then deleted it. I've always been so back and forth on it, but I just cannot tell if the color is blue or gray. And I've always wanted to see it in person for myself to see what I think. Is it blue? Is it gray? Is it both? I just don't know. What is it? But of course, now that it's getting discontinued, I'm never gonna get to try it out or see it in person. So yay. But of course, if you've ever tried it out, or if you decide to grab a bundle right now before it's gone forever, let me know in the comments. What color is it really? What color do you feel it is? Is it gray? Is it blue? Is it both? I've never been able to tell. I've always been so curious. And finally, we're on to the last discontinued Parfait Chunky colorway. And y'all, this is the one that like twisted the knife in for me. It is Lagoon. I really love this color. It's so beautiful. Let me show y'all the skein that I have with me right here. It definitely does look a lot more green, in my opinion, in person than it does on the website. It looks more blue on the website, similar to how the Seaglass was, I suppose, which also makes sense because the reason why this is such a big hit for me is because I'm now completely losing my blue axolotls. I didn't want to ruin the surprise, I guess, I don't know, of it before, but yes, the complete color combo, my absolute favorite Parfait Chunky color combo is Seaglass and Lagoon, and they are getting rid of both of these colors. And I'm pretty devastated, I can't lie. I absolutely love how these two colors look together. And y'all know I was hyping up the pink lemonade and hibiscus so much because I really do love that color combo. But something about this blue, it's so good. It just melts together so perfectly. And these colors don't only look great for axolotls, they look good on so many different plushies. I originally discovered this color combo when I was making little bluebirds as a gift for my mom, and this Seaglass with the Lagoon accent color combo made just the most absolute cutest little bluebirds ever. And then that's when I got inspired to make the axolotls with the same color combo. And it's just so perfect. It's so adorable. I'm so sad that they're getting rid of these two colors. I'm also planning to use the Lagoon for that semi-large plushie that I mentioned needing the Seaglass for. So I definitely, let's add it to the cart right now, y'all. You know how I am. I can't forget. Because I definitely need at least one bundle of Lagoon. Again, so sad that I'm losing my favorite color combo. Oh, look at how cute he is. Like, he is so cute. I'm so sad. Well, that's all I got for y'all today. Sorry to end it on kind of a sad note. By the way, if you are curious about how much I spent on Premiere, any of that stuff, in case you're curious, so far with everything I told y'all that I added to my cart, it is $60, which makes sense. 6 bundles for 10 USD each, so 60 USD. It does say that I need to spend $15 more to get the free shipping because you have to spend $75 to get free shipping. And y'all know me, I'd rather spend more money on yarn than spend money on shipping. So I will be spending that extra $15 on some sort of yarn. I'm honestly still just kind of sitting and thinking about it. I obviously can't think for too long or else the yarn will be gone, but I'm just trying to strategically figure out what I want to spend it on. Again, I'm a budgeting queen. I like to save my money, but I'm pretty sure it'll probably be another bundle of the pink lemonade and of the Seaglass since I use those two colors very frequently. But anyway, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today and yarn shopping with me. I really hope that y'all had fun and hopefully it was also informative a bit. All the different Parfait Chunky colors that are unfortunately going to be leaving us. So sorry if any of y'all were, by the way, feeling as sad about all of this as I am. If any of y'all are also losing your favorite colors, I'm so sorry because I totally understand how it feels and it sucks. It's horrible. But if y'all did enjoy today's video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. I would really appreciate it. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of me and my cute little plushies, there they are, on your feed. And if you want to see more of us on all your feeds, definitely check me out on all the other platforms. They'll be linked down below for y'all. And also, make sure to leave me a comment if y'all are as upset about this as I am, or if this has affected you at all. Are you also a Parfait Chunky lover, or could you just really care less? And of course, if y'all have nothing to say on the matter, then leave me a crying emoji down in the comments just to let me know that you made it all the way to the end of today's video. And because of course I'm so sad about losing some of my favorite Parfait Chunky colors. So disappointing. As always, thank y'all so much for all of the support. Every single little bit of engagement really does help out the channel so much. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. I really hope that y'all had fun because even though it was sad, I really did have a blast hanging out with all y'all. I know the mermaids did too. And as always, I hope that y'all have a magical rest of your day. Bye-bye. Oof, this chair is not fluffed up yet. It's okay.